Now, good afternoon. Today I'm going to make a video slightly different to the ones I have been making. There's no cattle or animals to be shown in this one, but it's a lovely day, the sun is shining, so I said I'd talk about the land here. I'm standing here in a corner here where there's three fields. One field there, a field here that I'm standing in, and another field across the way there. And what's interesting about this area is the field in here belongs to a different man. The field in there belongs to another man, and this is our place here. But we all have three different ways of farming, completely different ways of using the land. In here now, I'll start with this farm in here has animals constantly on it. 12 months of the year, they're never off it. They're in it for the amount of animals that's in it. Obviously during the growing season there's lots of animals in it then, and he thins them out, and as winter comes in you'll have your few animals left on it. There could be horses, donkeys, cattle, you name it, it's on it. Different stocking rates, different times of the year, but constant animals on it. Now it gets no fertiliser, it hasn't had any chemical fertiliser on it in over 10 years, let's just say. Maybe 15, but definitely over 10. It does get a bit of slurry, but no rest. That's the main important fact. No rest whatsoever. Anyhow, across this ditch, this is a nice looking place in here now. This field here now. This field here now looks great. It gets ploughed regular, well, maybe every 7 years, reseeded with a single species ryegrass. It gets chemicals 3 times a year. It gets 3 cuts of silage off it, and maybe 1 graze at the end of the year, but constant application of nitrogen. So yeah, it looks well from here, but yeah, so that's that field. So now this is our place. I'll just explain our place here now. This is our place here now. I haven't used chemicals. I did use chemicals obviously years ago. I haven't used chemicals here now in over 12 years. At least 12 years. I've had cattle on it, horses on it, sheep on it. I even had a flock of geese on it, intensively. But I quit using chemicals about 12 years ago, and I graze it. I don't take hay off it, I don't take silage off it. I've never ploughed it, I've never reseeded, and I graze it and move the cattle on, and it gets lots and lots and lots of rest. So they haven't been on here now they're gone out here about 3 months. So it's now, it's the middle of January now, yeah, so there's little or no growth now, so that's what you have there now after 3 months rest. But anyhow, I'm slightly out of breath, but I wanted to do something here now and just show you. I took 3 soil samples. That's why I'm out of breath, because I was jumping hedges and digging. So anyhow, it's like the 3 pyramids here. The first one here now, this one here on the left, that is from this field in here that gets continuously grazed. No chemical fertilizer, so it's mostly organic, but just heavy animal impact, constant animal impact with no rest. Now the middle one then, this one here is the heavy nitrogen use, the heavy chemical use, the ploughing, the reseeding, and heavy conventional farming. Now this one here now is my one. This is the one that has had no chemicals in over 12 years, never ploughed, and plenty rest. Now at first observations, I'll just tell you, when I was digging my sample here, you can see I went down the full size of the shovel. You can see it there now, the full depth of the shovel, very easily. It was nice, not soft ground, there's structure to it. but it's still allowed to shovel down. Not heavily compacted, not... Well, look, let's just say I could dig it up handy. Now, I'm only learning here too, so if people see this, they can tell me what I'm looking at. But let's just open them up. Now, I did notice that when I dug this, it fell asunder. You know, and looking at it there now, it's kind of tired and blue and muddy looking. Let me just open it up here. It's crumbling apart. To be honest with you, I thought it'd be worse. What I see most is the colour. It's got that kind of grey colour. Blue, grey colour. But it's breaking apart actually okay-ish. You know, but I don't see any life. No worms and very short roots. This is basically, here, let me just turn it up now. That's the top of it there now. And it all fell apart. It all fell apart. You know, very little structure in it. That's my biggest observation. You know, soft and sticky on the top. And the rest just fell asunder. So the scraw is about that thickness there. Now, what does that tell you? I don't know what it tells me. It tells me that the roots are not travelling down deep, searching for nutrients. They're relying on the inputs from above. So, this is the living soil here. And the rest is just, I don't know, waste. Do nothing. But anyhow, this fella here now. Well, the first observation is it's held together. It's held together. It doesn't want to fall apart. I can see roots here. Let me just show you the top. There's the top there. Now it's compacted from lots of animals walking on it all year round. And it's held its shape perfectly. But let me just open it up now and see what happens. Right, it crumbles apart, but there is definitely more structure to this. There's roots, deep roots, that goes right down. And there we can see that that's the thickness of the life, which is double. That's double, if not triple. There's roots still there at the top of my fingers. So there's still deep roots in that soil, which tells me that that is a living soil, that it's using the land and the soil to bring up nutrients from down deep to feed the soil in the top. So that to me, and there's nice structure to it, that would hold up animals. Now, this is literally just powder and a small little 2 inches of roots at the top. This here has 4 to 6 inches of roots all the way down. Anyhow, here's my bit over here. Now, first of all, let me just stand here out of the way. Now, mine is brown, darker in colour, but kind of a reddy brown in colour. And that's what the top of it looks like. There's grass on top. And let me just see, there's the roots here at the top. There's roots all the way to the top here. There's your roots. So there's roots down nearly, 10 inches, if not a foot. And that's only stopping at a foot because I dug it to that depth. But there's your roots there now. There's the hole it came out of. There's worms, if you see, right down here still. And this is the dormant season now. There's the worms now. Can you see them? There's worms down at the very, very bottom of that. I'm delighted to see that now. There's more worms. So the colour of the soil has not changed yet. It's dark brown ready colour, all the way down to the bottom. Let me open it up. It's very hard to open now. I'm ripping through root structure here now, opening this. That still wants to hold together. That is one big strong sad. That would hold any animal up. It almost feels like turf. But let's look at them for roots. Now, so here we go now. Let's just recap. This is the one that has chemicals on it the whole time. Literally fell to nothing. And that's the only little piece of life with any root structure. The rest was just falling away. The organic man that gave no rest, but no chemicals, has a thicker sod, but could be better, but it's not bad. Now, this is the regenerative agriculture for you. Let's just line them up here now. There's mine, there's that one, and there's the chemical man. Regenerative agriculture, no chemicals but no rest. Chemicals, 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 chemicals.